How we doing, everyone? Avi Weisfogel coming to you, talking about our Sleepcon conference and talking about all the different registrants that we have had for Sleepcon. It's quite amazing because this conference has gone through so many different variations since we first came up with the concept last Halloween. Now, it wasn't life a little bit different Halloween 2019 as opposed to Halloween 2020. And sitting at the Halloween retreat, as we've called it up until this year, which is now Sleepcon, what hit me was, man, we could really use dentists to come to this course. As a matter of fact, I believe every dentist should fill out a registration form and be at this conference. This conference is different than any dental conference I've ever been to. Even within our group and the amazing conferences we have, this is the one that stands out. So I'm like, man, how is it that I could build up the different registrations and have dentists come to this conference? And it became pretty clear, let's make this something. Well, obviously it's got to be filled with substance, but also something where no matter what your level is, you would have a perfect track set out for you. Now, the original variation of this had it being very different. This isn't exactly the order that I would expect things to be in. But on the other hand, let's make do the best of the situation. Now, if you don't know me or haven't gotten to know me yet, when you do, you'll find that I am one of the biggest germaphobes around. And so the idea of traveling during COVID has been difficult for me to accept, but it's also been difficult to accept life and no social interaction. So what we're doing to bring some order to the whole thing is really putting together a very safe conference. We're doing this at the Aria in Las Vegas, and we're doing this specifically in the safest manner possible. We, at some point, had smaller room restrictions. Now we have bigger room restrictions. We could fit up to 250 people in a room, so even an exhibit hall can work as long as we stagger all the different registrants throughout the process, right? You have to bring some order to the situation and make it so, hey, this is going to work. So this conference will have a little bit of everything. Sleep, if you're going to get into sleep, don't think that any weekend course is going to be the one that catapults you to another level. This isn't as simple as, well, let me learn the science and then let me learn the procedure and let's go get them. You could do that, and then you'd be stuck with the rest of the 99%, probably 99.9% of the world that's tried to succeed in dental sleep medicine and has not, right? Because there's a specific order that you have to go into here. So let's get straight to the point. We have a couple open spots. You can fill out a registration for this. You can apply to be accepted to SleepCon. We have very limited spots, so we're not taking everybody. You have to fit exactly into what we're looking for, and it's somebody who wants to make a difference. Are you somebody who wants to make a difference? Are you someone who wants to take control of your career? Pretty simple. Do you want to take control of your career, or do you want it to be controlled? Because that is the typical process that's going on here right now. This is so clear to me that 5 years from now, the amount of dentists that are going to own their own practice, and by own, I mean you're the boss, not small minority owner, but the boss. I believe that percentage will be no higher than 20%. We've seen it in medicine now for years, and we're about to see this in dentistry. How can you change this? Well, fill out a registration form. Learn how to take control of your destiny. Learn how to basically create a business that's going to work for you. I'm not by any means suggesting you give up dentistry. You work too hard for that. On the other hand, I am suggesting that you go ahead and take control of your own destiny. Bring some order to it all, right? Allow yourself the ability to really change your career path. You can do this. Doesn't matter how old you are. You could be 30, you could be 70 and at the tail end of your career and just not necessarily wanting the grind of dentistry anymore, and rather do something that is controlled by you. Better system, right? You got to learn this. SleepCon's just the beginning. It's a step. It's step one out of at least 100 that you have to do to really build a successful sleep medicine business. I don't call it a practice, and I don't call it an additional procedure. This is something that has a very strict order to it. You have to go in order. The steps have to be done in order. If you've been doing this for a long time and not having so much success, well, now we got to unlearn a whole bunch of bad habits. The science doesn't change. The appliance doesn't change. Remember, those are the easy parts. Every dentist knows and can do that part. As a matter of fact, you take impressions and bite registrations all the time. That's the procedure, right? So this isn't a hard one. You're inserting essentially the equivalent of 2 night guards, and obviously there's a little more to it than that, but not that much. Once you have that, you have the general pieces that are needed to do the procedure. But if you don't go in order on this process, you're just not going to get there. So let's help you control the process. Control it. Don't be controlled. Do it in the proper order and make sure that you're controlling your destiny. Registrations are open. Become one of the next registrants for this program, and listen, your life is going to change for the better. You could probably watch these, ignore these, and keep on going on about life, but what if even I'm a little bit right? What if there's just a little piece that, of all the dental skepticism classes that we've all taken, I was as skeptical as the next guy because, hey, how many of these courses are out there selling? This is just plain out different. Take control of your destiny, restore order to your life, and Sleepcon is a great start. SleepconUSA.com, and this is just the beginning. This is going to be a conference that we have every single year. Say you were there for the first one. Change your life. Hope to see you there, and have a great day.